doing? I hope you answered well, or at least good enough. It's crazy to expect anyone to be doing good. I don't know anyone who's ever been good. But hey, it's the hatening. It's Robbie. What's up, y'all? So today, let's talk about meal prepping for a little bit, shall we? That shit is really cool and really important, but it's really fucking hard to do. And, it's something that I wish I was better at, you know? I never really gave a shit about it until a couple of years ago when I started to become a little more health conscious and money conscious, you know? Just realized like how much I was eating out, how much shit I was eating, you know, like how late I was eating, just like was not having really good dietary practices, was in pretty bad habits. And as a result, one of the things that like multiple people told me to look into was like meal prepping, you know. And so if somehow you don't know what that is, it's, you know, when you make a shit ton of food and then, you know, divvy it out amongst the week, right? So I started doing it a little bit and it was fun. Like I've always found it easier to cook in larger quantities, you know, and I still do. That was like a weird thing I have had with food, where it's like I kind of cook too much and then I like eat too much, you know, I like overeat, and then we'll try to course correct by like not eating for a while, you know, but that's for a whole another episode. But yeah, so like with the meal prepping thing, like I've always like kind of romanticized it and fantasized about like being good, you know, like at meal prepping. It always seemed like such a cool thing. Like once I kind of realized what it was, like I am jealous of people who can successfully do it. And I feel like it's something that like is within my grasp. I just need like a little bit more discipline. I think it's in all of our, you know, grasps. If we just kind of like put in the tiniest bit of effort, you can meal prep and see a lot of, I think, positive results, you know. It's cheap. It keeps you from like eating out a lot. Like if you buy in bulk, a lot of times shit comes out to be a lot cheaper, you know. You have food on hand. You're not like, it's just like if you have like a weird relationship with food, which I do, and I know a lot of other people do too, like it makes it a lot easier to kind of just like eliminate a lot of the guesswork and a lot of the bullshit and just be like, all right, for the next couple hours, I'm just going to do food shit and then I'm good for the week, you know. But also on the other side, like I know a lot of people who are really opposed to food prep because they don't like the monotony of it, or they don't like the initial like time consumption part. Like you do have to like have a decent amount of discipline. You have to have a lot of storage space in your refrigerator or whatever, if it needs to be refrigerated, like for, you know, a week worth of meals, let alone like multiple meals per day. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I know some people who just like don't do it because of the monotony, because they don't want to eat the same food multiple times in a row. Like I don't have a problem with that at all. Like I can go multiple days eating the same thing, you know, for at least like one or two meals and be fine. You know what I mean? The best I ever was with meal prep stuff was I would prep breakfast and lunch, and then I would make dinner, but it was like very simple shit when I was on like this really intense diet. And like I like functionally it was fine. You know, it was kind of like, it wasn't therapeutic, but like, you know, it's nice sometimes you just kind of like zone out in the kitchen and be like, I'm going to make a week's worth of fucking chicken. You know, I'm going to make a week's worth of fucking potatoes and a week's worth of veggies. And then once it's all done, I'm going to fucking, you know, parse it out into these cute little Tupperware dudes that I got. I got a new lunchbox for the, you know, you get to have all your little fun accessories. It's fun. Like it really is fun. It's just like a good time, honestly. I've been trying to get better at it. Flirting with doing a little bit more of meal prep, even if that just means like making a lot of stuff tonight for dinner that I know I'm going to want to eat tomorrow during the day and maybe tomorrow for dinner. You know, I think that really when you say meal prep, it means like multiple day on purpose type of stuff. But even like leftover shit can be sort of meal preppy in a way, which I fuck with super hard. I love a leftover, you know. I love repurposing all that kind of shit. But no, I mean, like meal prep's fucking sick. And like if you're getting into health and nutrition stuff, like pretty much everyone I know who fucks with that stuff does some sort of meal prep, you know. Because getting healthy and getting in shape and getting fit, like a very, very large part, like a majority of that is diet and nutrition and shit. So, you know, you got to be cognizant of like what you're putting in your body, and we're all human. We all have schedules, you know, so if it's, you know, impossible for you to get a good lunch, in air quotes, bring one from home, you know, and not everyone has the time to make breakfast and make lunch every day when they get off work, because you're fucking tired. We're all tired. We're all exhausted. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, we are all fucking tired. So, you know, it might be easier, like, if you just say, all right, look, like, it's fucking Sunday. I got nothing going on right now. I'm gonna carve out these 2 hours. I'm gonna go get a bunch of shit going, and then I don't gotta worry about shit pretty much for the next couple days, you know? That's how I looked at it, and it was like, it helped me a lot. You know, not to mention like my wallet, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't like, because with my job, like I'm out and about all day. So like, if I don't have food on me and I get a little hungry and I pass a fucking fast food spot, skirt, I go in there and I would get something. And then next thing I know, I'm eating a bunch of fast food and spending a bunch of money. And then at the end of the week, I realize, oh my God, I've had, you know, fucking this many burgers, this many orders of French fries, and I spent this much money. What the fuck is wrong with me, you know? Whereas when you meal prep, it makes it a little easier on the tummy and on the wallet. You know, if you're like, look, like I'm just going to cook off all this shit, post up with it. I'm going to eat this for a minute. It'll be fucking good, you know? But like, it does take a lot of discipline. And I definitely understand that like a lot of people can't, you know, do that, you know? You don't have the space, you don't have the room, you don't have the willpower, you don't have the discipline. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't want anyone to feel bad because they can't or don't, you know, meal prep. But I'm just saying, like, if you've ever been interested, you might want to give it a try, because like it does work. Like, I would recommend it. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely helps if you have an issue that could be solved by making food in bulk and then having it tucked away for a week. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I don't know. My fitness friends all recommend it. I definitely fuck with it. Like, everyone I know who does it or has done it, like, was into it. You know, obviously people stop for a myriad of reasons and that's their business. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, I don't know, give it a try if you want to, if you think it'll help. I think it probably will, you know, it's definitely nice. I mean, look, if you have a partner or a roommate or something, carve out an hour or two on like a random night when y'all are kicking it. Go get a shit ton of food, cook it off, pack it away. It's a nice evening, you know? Get a couple drinks, smoke a fucking joint, cook a bunch of food that like reheats well. Boom. I've just given you a lovely night. But yeah, that's the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you like the show, please like and subscribe. Give us a good review, tell your friends, all that stuff, you know. It really means the world if you do that. You can find The Hatening on all social media platforms. From there, you can find the individual profiles from myself and super producer Andrew. Yeah, take care of yourself and the people around you, and don't forget to tell your friends you love them.